Hey guys, Doug the Michigan Piper coming to you from the Pipe Rest, and just sitting here thinking of some stuff that made me chuckle not too long ago. And before I get to that, let me tell you what I'm smoking. First of all, I am smoking my Eric Nording. You guys have seen this before if you've watched my channel for any amount of time. Beautiful pipe. And this was a Chicago pipe show. I got it from 2022 pipe show. And in it, I'm smoking Chartwell from the Tinderbox. And Chartwell is very reminiscent of Lane RLP6. But if you ever went into the Tinderbox as a kid, this is kind of that signature smell they had in the store, or at least the one I was at. Well, it's just a wonderful, wonderful room note, and it's a great tobacco to go to every now and then, just like the pipe. You know, I don't smoke this pipe all the time, but it's kind of a neat little pondering pipe, you know. But I was just sitting here thinking about when I was a kid, and this is a story that my family tells almost every time we're together. But I was 6 or 7 years old, and we lived way out in the country. We lived, I think our nearest neighbor was about a mile down the road, so far out in the country that, you know, in the summertime, we would literally go in the middle of the road and pop tar bubbles. That's how little traffic there was. You know, it sounds like a hillbilly childhood. Maybe it was, but, you know, that's what we did. It was one of the things we did for fun. And so I was a big Tarzan fan when I was a kid. And my stepdad was watching me out from the porch. For whatever reason, he was just kind of sitting out in the front steps. And I had the Tarzan yell down, you know, oh! And so we had a rope swing, and basically I say rope swing, it was just a rope that was hanging out of a tree in our front yard. And I was pretty far up in the tree, and I grabbed hold of that rope. And I gotta tell you, I was in the moment. And when I came back and jumped out of that tree and swung out in that rope, I gave it my best Tarzan yell, and it was a good one. I mean, a good one. Perfect swing. Right as I finished the Tarzan yell, I was out at the other end of the arc of the swing. Everything was perfect. Till I let go of the rope. So, turns out, when you're 6 or 7 years old, and the moment's perfect, you think you're Tarzan. So instead of the yell being this hearty, oh, you know, it was more like, oh, ah! And I flew through the air until I landed flat on my face in the field. Yard field-ish. My family loves that story. I didn't get hurt, other than my pride. But I will tell you, for a split second, I was Tarzan. The sad part was, that split second was the second and a half I was in the air, looking for the other vine. Anyway, just figured I'd share that with you guys. Kind of made me chuckle. Guys, I hope you're all doing well. Until next time, you take care.